The name of all the real niggas.
I want you to speak up clear and loud.
Respectfully, the most honorable YB double M. Lotto.
Brown baby.
Gunshots in the dark at me. Discrimination cause my head nappy. Call me a thug cause I'm tatted up. Now your actions justify when them slugs clap me. I think it's a war on the black race. Why every criminal they show got a black face? And every hero they show gotta be pale. Is it me or y'all got the wrong niggas for crimes against humanity? Of course we out here acting up. They slaughtered our elders and told the babies they from Africa. We screaming Black Lives Matter, they do. Well nigga, Black Lives Matter to who? Cause they don't matter to you. You know the owner of that movement, a Jew. And Nick Cannon got canceled just for speaking the truth. True, y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe.
He was working there while Pooh Shiesty was one of the inmates at the prison.
When he got to the yard, he was quiet as shit. But I also don't like someone that brags about something that they really aren't, and then they prove it times 10. And like he's done that times 10, and on top of that, he's stupid. So he was a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate. So when he's a wheelchair pusher, like you know what he's there for. He's paying for protection. When they give you the option to leave, you don't have to be locked up anymore. You can go back out to the yard, and you say no, you're checking the fuck in. That's asking for protective custody. Whether you say, I want help or protect me, please, when you say I'm not going anywhere, that's unofficially saying I need help.
The FBI swarming a Miami house and taking a man into custody in the area of Southwest.
Let's slow. Welcome to Giga News Network, where we got the best work. I'm your host, Fetty Lotto, here to put a stain on your brain and bring you some news you can use. So, right now we get into this, we're gonna react to this, podcast called Honor Amongst Thieves, where they got an ex-correctional officer, an ex-federal correctional officer who was, I guess, in the prison with Pooh Shiesty. And he's about to, I guess, expose what type of inmate he was. It says after, he did the thing that he did with Gucci Man, allegedly, this correctional officer is, I guess, made the decision to come out and expose what type of inmate Pooh Shiesty was. So, let's get into that, man.
Say good night to the bad guy.
The agency says the 28-year-old was picked up after the grand jury indicted him in 5 others.
Gio, you have set a record on Honor Among Thieves. You're the only guy who's ever been on my show 3 times. So
third time's a charm.
You're my what's the guy on Vlad? You're my little boozy.
I thought you were gonna say token white boy.
No. You're half Mexican. That doesn't
absolutely.
count. Anyway,
absolutely.
Welcome back. We're here to talk about some current events, something you're very familiar with.
Yes, sir.
If you don't know by now, Gio is a good friend of mine. We've become good friends over the past year. He is a former CO from Victorville, USP, California. They house the most dangerous of the dangerous, most high profile of the high profile.
Victorville is a rough spot, man.
And he was working there while Pooh Shiesty was one of the inmates at the prison. So we're going to talk about Pooh Shiesty today, as he is a hot topic. I usually don't do this on my show. I don't make it about a singular topic.
Same.
But I feel pretty strong about how dumb some of the stuff he's done is. And I just wanted a first-hand account as to someone who interacted with him on the inside. And this isn't something you're going to see often because there's just not that many people on social media who were around him in prison. So this is going to be an interesting way to get a first-hand account into what happened there. And then I'm going to be done with it. All right? So enjoy the episode. So, Gio, what's up, dog? We're here in Vegas. Thanks for the hospitality.
I'm so glad to have you out here, man.
Yeah. This heat is on some other shit, though. Yeah, you guys. And then, funny enough, you're saying Victorville is 2 hours away. It's like a desert just like this.
Yeah, but it's not as hot.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees less. I'll tell you, this dry heat, when I got to Kuwait, like 2 weeks before you get to Kuwait first, and you're waiting there before you get sent to Iraq, before the helicopters come and get you, and you get there and you feel that fucking dumbass heat. And I remember our first sergeant scheduling PT for 1 p.m. that day so we could feel that it was a fucking 126 degrees outside. And that was just one day. And then you got to put on gear on top of that. And then just that environment. So I guess subconsciously I've just been moving fucking Iraq to Iraq, I guess. Just desert to desert. This one has casinos.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, Shiesty, I remember when he got to the pen, he had gotten to R&D, and a lieutenant had told him to bust a rap for him. You know how white boys are, like when they
Bust a rap for me.
bust a rap for me. And he said, "Nah, I only perform for money." So one of the homies threw out stamps. So we got stamps here.
Oh my God.
So when he got to the yard, he was quiet as shit. So like obviously mostly everyone is. Like I'm never really gonna call out someone that's a musician or like a gangster or whatever that is one way outside and you go inside. When you're at a penitentiary, that's a fucking different animal. You could literally be God's gift to earth and the best fighter in the world, and you could fucking die right now. So like I don't ever really discredit someone that changes who they are on the outside in. That's the one thing. But I also don't like someone that brags about something that they really aren't, and then they prove it times 10.
Right.
And like he's done that times 10, and on top of that, he's stupid.
I mean, bro, this whole thing with Gucci, man, is just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, bro, the guy wasn't on an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
The guy was on fucking home confinement. You're still attached to the halfway house. You're still under BOP custody. The feds are still watching you. And you get this brilliant idea to call up a bunch of your friends, grab a bunch of guns, and let's go rob arguably one of those most popular rappers in the country right now.
You know what I feel they thought they were gonna try to spin it as, just because that's what you heard of that fucking streamer. I think it's like Dean the Great. Like he's just like some dude that baits people in all his videos, live streams, and there's a big fight. Like I felt like they thought that they were gonna do some fake ass live stream because that's the way the world is now. Like, oh, he's not gonna tell on me. It's Gucci. So like, let's have video proof showing that we have him telling us out of the contract with the fucking Draco on the video. Like that's like literally what the kids did on Columbine.
Pretty much.
Like literally, that's what they did on Columbine. They literally all the proof that you can possibly have of what's gonna happen, and that motherfucker did it. And then when you get out of prison, and you were in prison for having a weapon as a felon. So he was a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate. So when he's a wheelchair pusher, like you know what he's there for. Like he's paying for protection. Magically, he was only on the yard for a couple months. He got popped on a UA, and he went to SHU. And when he served his time, his DS time for being there for a failed drug test, he refused to go back out to the yard. In that world, it doesn't matter.
So he trying to say Pooh Shiesty checked in. He's trying to say when Pooh Shiesty was in Victorville, he checked in. Because if you go to the hole and then refuse to come back on the compound, or if you go to a yard and refuse to go on the compound, that's considered checking in.
Matter if you're a gangster, it doesn't matter whatever the fuck, whatever world you go by. When you're done with your segregation time, you're supposed to walk the yard. It doesn't matter if you are about your shit. If you don't have a bad jacket, you're supposed to hit that motherfucker and you go out to the compound. That's what prison is, especially at a penitentiary. That's what it is. When they give you the option to leave, you don't have to be locked up anymore. You can go back out to the yard, and you say no. You're checking the fuck in. That's asking for protective custody. Whether you say, I want help or protect me, please. When you say, I'm not going anywhere, that's unofficially saying, I need help. And he kept refusing. So I think it's every 30 days. It's a certain amount. I forget. I don't want to say, or it's every 90 days. One of those, they have to serve him again. It's a shot to get him to kick out. We're ordering you out. This is what you're going to get. And I think it's 307, like refusing programming or refusing an order. I remember a little bit, but just something simple like that. That's all you need, a 300 series. And they keep stacking it and stacking and stacking it. It builds up.
So if you Pooh Shiesty, what would you do? You go to a compound like USP Victorville, which is a vicious environment. You know it's controlled by the gangs. You in California, you Pooh Shiesty. This a whole new world for you. I mean, to really understand what that shit is like, you have to be behind that wall before in the feds. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that never been there will never understand how different that world is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different world. I mean, I'm not saying that he couldn't handle it but he's Pooh Shiesty. So do you give yourself another chance on coming home and continuing to be Pooh Shiesty, even though he fucked that up when he came home? But do you give yourself another chance to come home back to you being rich, come home to, you know what I'm saying, you being famous, Pooh Shiesty? Because when you go to USP Victorville and you a Crip, you gotta be out there on timing. So you're gonna fall up under some politics. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some shit going on in that jail. Do you want to really involve yourself in that if you Pooh Shiesty? I mean, it's a toss-up. I don't condone nobody checking in, but it was, man, on some real shit, it might have been niggas there like, yo, man, you Pooh, man, get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? He trying to get the fuck up out of there. Because I don't got Pooh Shiesty wanting to be in no motherfucking USP Victorville or Beaumont, none of that, no type of prisons like that.
And they ship him somewhere else. So that tells you he was no good when he got out. So not only were you no good while you were in, you were definitely no good when you came back out after you went in there bragging about something you were not. You were a wheelchair pusher for a BMF associate, and you ran with the Muslims.
Is that what? He ran with the Muslims?
Yes.
All right, break down what running with a Muslim means in prison.
They're not officially a gang. It's kind of like how the Paisas are with the Mexican mafia or the Sureños. If you're not a homie, you're falling in, you're a resident, like you have to have some type of people that you fall in line with. So the Muslims, it's not like you have a bunch of people from Iraq and fucking, it's everybody. It's the American
like
prison
Muslims,
culture.
Muslims,
and the majority are black Muslims, and a lot of them went to prison, something else, and became Muslim inside there. So it's actually more of a movement, and you could operate it and say it's kind of like a gang, only because in the aspect they have their shot callers, they have their numbers. When things happen for the Muslim car, there's someone
there's a
that's
Muslim leader, just like there's a Paisa leader or whatever. Yeah.
The Muslim leader at the pen at the time, Jafar, I don't know if he's still there. He actually was one that killed a CO back in the 70s. He was one that part of a team that threw a CO off the tier.
Wow.
And this is back in Oklahoma, I believe. Oklahoma, correct?
That's great.
One of those. Don't quote me on that. But that was the Muslim leader. Now, he preaches peace, obviously, now. Like, you know, like...
After he killed the CO.
Yeah. But he's... This is like...
After he threw a CO off a...
So 50 years later, he's the leader of peace for the Muslims.
Right.
So I don't care who this rubs wrong. When it comes to the prison world, having a sex offense, even being a chomo, an abuser, any of that, none of that shit matters if you fall in line with the Muslim car inside prison, because Allah forgives all. I don't give a shit who that rubs wrong. I don't care how people...
Well, it's like that in a lot of federal prisons. I don't know about the state. The state, man, you go in there, you Muslim, and you in there on a charge like that. I don't know if they so forgiving, but in the federal penitentiary, they definitely move like that. I mean, you'll have like maybe a few different compounds that don't move like that. It be depending on who the imam is. Sometimes them niggas be having vicious imams too. Like, them niggas is gangsters, even though they Muslims and all that. Muslims are strong in there, and sometimes they imams be motherfucking nigga from the Junior Black Mafia or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there with Yusef. Yusef was the imam of the Nation of Islam. He from the Junior Black Mafia. You know what I mean? So it's motherfuckers like that in there. So you got vicious motherfuckers that be the imam. So you can't, all Muslims don't have like every compound they on the same accord type shit. You know, it's like everything else, man. Whatever yard you fall on, you gotta adapt to the politics that's on them yards. Or if you strong enough, sometimes niggas change the politics on the yard. But they talking about Pooh Shiesty right now, man. And they, you know, from this correctional officer's account, he ain't do too well on that yard, man. For him to be talking all this gangster shit, how he talking, and then came home and did what he did to Gucci, man, and all that other shit. But you was on the yard, not moving right as far as what the correctional officer is saying.
Take that.
It's a hard fact. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I don't have anything against Muslims. I
Me
don't have
either, not at all.
I actually think religion is a good thing for people.
I have a friend that's a living embodiment of
But
what a Muslim
the
is.
stone
Like he
cold
lives
truth
it
is
to the
that
T.
many people who have sex offenses become Muslims in prison for protection
Yes.
because when they get out, they're not Muslim. So
that tells you that
And it's not just Muslim that they do. They run up under religions, period. It's just that in prison, the Muslims are strong. Like the Christians, you not going to hear about the Christian car getting into some shit nowhere. You know what I'm saying? In the history of no yard, you ain't going to hear, the Christian car crashed with such and such. You know what I'm saying? But you'll hear that about the Muslims. So that's why people run to the Muslims for protection. But, well, specifically the Muslims for protection. But they run to religion, period, though, in prison. A lot of people do find religion in prison. So it's not just all people running to them for protection. Like, a lot of them be on their deen. You know what I'm saying? They just, they men.
Shiesty went Muslim for protection.
yeah. So and now it's been debunked. Like the paperwork's out and all that.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
And the thing about Pooh Shiesty going Muslim, I don't want to keep stopping it, right, for protection, is that I listened to some of his songs, man, where he openly claiming to be a Crip. So how the fuck you out in California where your homies at and you Muslim?
Him and his dad, actually. So let's take it step by step because I know he was only there a few months, but I want to break this down. So wheelchair, when you push someone's wheelchair in prison, that means you're paying for protection? Like that's literally what that means?
It's not necessarily that, but when you have a high-profile inmate that gets paired with technically another high-profile inmate, especially someone of that status, when you see that he's pushing that wheelchair, usually it could be a cellie. Like it could be like if me and you were in a cell together, you got in a wheelchair and you're cellie, I'm pushing you.
Right.
There's certain ones that it's so fucking obvious. Like why would he go to that cell? This dude's a known BMF associate. The way this inmate carried himself, he carried himself like a businessman. So then Shiesty was not getting fucked with the entire time. Dude, did the other inmates? You can go on some of the comments and you'll see all the Southsiders. They don't like that motherfucker. They were talking shit about him from the beginning. He commented on one of my tower videos.
Did he?
Like, yeah, the tower video that I posted on there, he put, glad that I made it out. And then right under there, I comment, you still suck at basketball.
He was trash.
Oh, hell yeah. The first time I saw him play, because I'd sit on the yard and we'd watch him. Like, it wasn't like we'd go out there all the time. It's hot. I wasn't one of those super CEOs like, you see that guy? Like, he just touched his leg. There's something going on. Like, all that shit happens. We have our hounds. But it was hot. Like, I was out.
Y'all want to see the rest of that interview, man? Y'all tap on his page. What y'all think, man? Jump in the comment section about this one, man. Do y'all think Pooh Shiesty is soft in jail and tough on the streets, or do y'all think that Pooh Shiesty did the right thing by basically checking in? Well, not basically checking in. What this dude saying is right. Pooh Shiesty checked in prison. Tell me how y'all feel about that, man, for the people who into these type of politics. This dude said he only exposed him because of the shit Pooh Shiesty did to Gucci, man. But I don't know. Can this nigga get in trouble for coming on these shows and saying shit like that? He must don't work there no more. He probably gonna write a book, man, because that's a hell of an experience, man, to be a correctional officer in these USPs probably all around the country. You know what I mean? I know that shit is a hell of an experience. He probably seen a lot, and he could write a book off this shit. If he ain't doing it, man, one of y'all motherfuckers that did it should write a book about that, man. That should be, you know what I mean? Or just start a podcast and get some game out. That'd be dope too, man. But tell a friend to tell a friend. Fetty Lotto, GNA. We out of here, man.
I want you to stand up tall.
The name of all the real niggas.
I want you to speak up clear and loud.
Respectfully, the most honorable YB Double M. Lotto.
brown baby.
Gunshots in the dark at me. Discrimination cause my head nappy. Call me a thug cause I'm tatted up. Now your actions justify when them slugs clap me. I think it's a war on the black race. Why every criminal they show got a black face? And every hero they show gotta be pale. Is it me or y'all got the wrong niggas for crimes against humanity? Of course we out here acting up. They slaughtered our elders and told the babies they from Africa. We screaming Black Lives Matter, they do. Well nigga, Black Lives Matter to who? Cause they don't matter to you. You know the owner of that movement, a Jew. And Nick Cannon got canceled just for speaking the truth. True, y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe.
You don't know what you're doing.